Hey guys, this is J19, your host for another episode of Let's Talk PlayStation Podcast. We have a few things we want to talk about. We do want to talk about some Nintendo news a little bit, give our thoughts on what they just showed. There's a couple of trailers I reacted to earlier. I'll talk about those a little bit. We do want to talk about the PlayStation Stars, give our thoughts on that, what Herman Holtz had to say about the future of PlayStation going forward. So, a lot of juiciness going on today. As always, I got my good old friend here, Overexposer. He's going to be here helping me go through each thing. He's got a
Exposure.
list. He's got a list of things he want to go through. So, like again, I'm going to just give my thoughts on a couple of things. He's going to talk about a few things, and we'll go from there. So, we guys want more. Let's talk PlayStation podcast. You guys know what to do. Give me a follow on Twitch if you're watching this on the VOD or live with me. If you're watching this on YouTube, you guys know what to do. Like the video, share with a friend, subscribe if you're new. If you guys want more, Let's Talk PlayStation Podcast. Of course, I'm your host, J19. And with that said, we are ready to go. Ladies and gentlemen, and those around us. Okay. First of all, we're going to talk about some stuff going on with Nintendo today. They have released the official trailer for the Super Mario Brothers movie. And at first I saw clips of it, like I saw like the
Mhm.
clips of Mario. I'm like, I don't know if this is gonna grow on me. Like it looks kind of
Yeah.
strange, but
hmm
my impressions of that video were top notch. I thought it looked great. All capital letters for great. I think the character models look great. The voice acting is perfect. Like for Bowser, like Jack Black as Bowser, like people are like, wait a minute, is this gonna work? Is this gonna
Real
work?
good.
But he nailed it. He nailed that role, and he's like those
I'm
little
gonna give my thoughts. Yeah.
yeah. Anyways, I thought everything looked great. I cannot wait. I'm definitely gonna buy it when it comes on. Whatever. So, anyways, overexposure. Give your thoughts. What's your thoughts on the Super Mario Brothers movie?
I was actually I heard them announce it a couple of days ago. I'm like, you know, because I heard a lot of people going on about like this movie is being made by Illumination Studios,
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
who's a studio behind Despicable Me, and I've always loved that franchise.
Oh, me too. It's
That
very
franchise is
funny.
amazing. Yeah, I mean, I saw Rise of Gru in theaters and I had an absolute blast. Um, and that studio behind Despicable Me, Illumination, they are like one of the best animation studios, right beside like Pixar and everything.
Yeah,
Like
yeah.
those are the top dogs. So the fact that they're working with Nintendo, um, to bring this iconic. I mean, the expectations are this movie. The expectations for this movie are like sky high.
Oh,
So I
for
think a
sure,
lot of
for
people,
sure.
yeah, I think a lot of people have a lot of high expectations, and I think Illumination is working very hard to reach those goals and just creating something that feels special, creating something that everyone loves. I just can't wait for when this movie releases.
Right, me too, man.
Also, one thing to note: animation looks gorgeous. I mean, oh my god.
Yeah, I like
It
the
looks,
art direction is like what killed it for me. It's like man, it
oh
looks
my god.
super good.
And I couldn't stop laughing at a trailer. Like some of the jokes they had, I'm like especially in the beginning, the voice acting is top notch. It's top notch, and I think it's releasing April 7th. So if you're wondering,
Oh, I didn't
you
catch
can
that.
get your yeah,
Only thing I heard is like 2023. I'm like, well, that's getting
yeah,
close. We're almost at the end
April.
of the year, so
So if you want to get your hands on the movie April 7th, um, and one benefit with the PlayStation 5 Disc Edition is it has the best 4K player ever. No, I don't care what anyone says. The PlayStation 5 has the best 4K player, even better than the Xbox Series X.
oh
So
really?
the fact that I'm gonna buy the 4K version, I'm gonna be using it on my PlayStation 5 because the PlayStation 5, as you guys know, it not only plays games, but it also plays 4K content. Okay, so if you have any 4K content, DVDs, Blu-rays, it'll play any of it. Okay, and I don't need uh, a DVD player because the PlayStation 5, as we know already,
Yeah.
has the best DVD player, has the best 4K player. So the fact that I'm gonna be getting my hands on a movie, I'm
Yeah.
gonna be using it with my PlayStation 5. Just feed me, feed me.
Right. Because
Right.
let's face it, like the PlayStation 5, like it's selling like hotcakes. It's like the newest item for gaming, but people don't
Mhm.
realize this. Like you don't need a 4K Ultra HD player. You don't need a Blu-ray
Yeah.
player. You don't need a DVD player. You don't. I mean, for music, you don't even need a PC to play music.
Yeah.
Like you got Apple Music, you got Spotify on PS5 now. Like you got YouTube. I mean, the
And also the other
PlayStation
day,
5 is like another PlayStation 2 thing.
the, the other day they updated Disney Plus uh, for the PS5 version because it was running on backwards compatibility. It
Yeah,
was running on the PS4, so it wasn't able to play 4K content. But now it's really exciting that
yeah.
now for the people, because people use their PlayStation 5s not only for gaming, but they also use it to stream content
Yeah.
like I do. So it's really exciting that people, Disney Plus got a native PS5 app which lets you stream movies in 4K, Dolby Vision, Dolby Atmos, and I'm just like, oh,
Right.
the
It's
content just
amazing.
looks
It's
so much
amazing.
better. Oh my
And
god, yeah.
what's cool about the PlayStation 5 folks is a lot of people probably didn't catch this. If you did, Sony did have a little update on what their game plan is going forward. For the end of this year, and their goals now is finally going to catch up to Microsoft. What Microsoft's been doing the last few months, well, recently, like you go to the store, you're finding Xbox Series X and S inside the local stores right now. I can go to Walmart like right now. Let's say I want to end the stream. I can go to Walmart and buy me a Series X right now at Walmart.
Mm.
Sony's game plan right now, folks, is this. They are already going to be, because they know the holiday season's going to be super high. Expectations going to be
Oh
super,
yeah.
like, busy, right? Online sales and stuff like that, and stores. And Sony wants to do it. They want to ramp up production of the PlayStation 5 to a point where it becomes like a normal thing to see on the store shelves. That's their goal. And finally, Sony, finally, after
I
like,
think my prediction is that by the end of this year, it's my prediction. I think like in 2023, early 2023, I think you're gonna see PS5s on the shelves. Like after like the holiday season rush,
yeah,
when like you get your consoles and everything like that. I think going into 2023, I think you're gonna see a lot of retailers and a lot of stores stocking up PlayStation 5
right,
these days.
and they got them in the back. You just gotta go in the store and actually ask them for it. Ari
Yeah,
is right about this. He said it's because Microsoft has a higher production for their console, which is true. Because right
yeah,
now
yeah. The-
the sales of Microsoft Xbox Series X and S, their sales for those consoles are gaining a lot of ground right now.
Mhm.
They're selling like hotcakes because people can get their hands on them in local stores instead of fighting online with bots
Hold
and
on,
stuff.
I'm gonna pull up something. I'm gonna look at console sales.
Yeah. Microsoft don't usually post anything, but
Yeah. All right.
why are you doing that? Give me a drink of my water.
All right. So, number one, no one's surprised. PlayStation 2 sold 155 million units
Yeah,
of any console. Where Nintendo, Wii, uh, the Atari, the Sega, it's the top selling console at 155 million. Second place is the Nintendo DS at 154.02 million, which is right behind the PS2, like just barely.
that's crazy because a lot
And
of people like it's like the DS. The DS was like a special thing for
yeah,
Nintendo. It really
and
did
then
well.
the third one, Game Boy, is at 118 million, and then right underneath the Game Boy is the PS4 at 117.2 million.
Yeah,
And after that, we had the Nintendo Switch, 111 million, the PlayStation 1, 102, the Wii at 101.6 million, and the PS3. I think the PS3 is PlayStation's least favorite console, in
yeah,
my
because
opinion.
the arrogant of Sony, like we talked about before. I already said actually in the last 8 months, the Xbox console has beat the PS5 in sales, but Sony still ahead for the overall sales. So again,
Yeah,
Sony needs to ramp up production because eventually, if they don't, they don't do that in the next few months, like get it back to where it's kind of normal, it's going to be like this. Sony's ahead in PS5 sales, but all of a sudden Microsoft goes, "Well, we just passed your PS5 with Xbox Series."
Actually, right now, Xbox Series X and S is sitting at 12 million, and the PS5 is sitting at 21.7 million.
Yeah,
So
but
that's like
eventually,
double. That's
yeah,
double. That's almost double.
yeah, it's two
What
to one
Yes.
ratio now.
But
But if Sony,
and not only that, but it's for the Series X and Series S combined together 12 million.
yeah,
With the PS5 21.7.
well, it
That's
depends.
really
It
impressive.
also depends when the last time Microsoft don't like talking about unit sales anymore because let's face it,
Yeah.
they can care less like how many sales they have for Xbox.
And to be honest with you,
It's all about Game Pass.
17, I don't think the PS5 is gonna top the PS4 by the end of the generation. Look, I think it's gonna top PS3 100%. I don't think it's gonna make more than PS4. You know why? I'll tell you why.
All right.
Because they're they're kind of being greedy, right? And people don't like that. So I feel like Microsoft offers more value to the gamers, right? Game Pass,
Well, yeah, Game Pass
$15 a month.
is definitely
Get
a
more
value.
value. You
Yeah.
get more value out of buying a Series X. But if you want like top quality, like eating in a 5-star restaurant type games, then you can go to PlayStation. But PlayStation is an expensive console. Not only that, but they also they charge you ridiculous prices for games. I mean, $75 for one game,
Yeah.
and they're great games, but a lot of people are saying, you know what? I can't afford to buy a PlayStation 5
Well, yeah,
and spend
and the price
$55
hikes
on every game
and the
when I can
price
just
hikes
go
in
to,
other countries are
when I
not
can
helping
just
either.
buy a Series X or S at a really good price and pay $15 a month for the newest and best games on the service.
Right
And
at day one, day
some
and
games
date.
release the
So
same day.
yeah.
Like the new games released on Game Pass, which is just
So right now, like I already said, like PS4 was 122 million and PS2 was yeah. But I think because PS5 is still in high demand. But
Mhm.
it's slowly getting better. The PlayStation Direct is getting a
I'm
lot
gonna
better
ask you something.
with
Do
units.
you
But
think the PS5 will outsell PS4?
yeah, I think so.
Really?
I think so. Yeah. The demand is still very high, and
Mhm.
as long as Sony can get guys the PlayStation 5 production to where it needs to be. Like right now, we're almost going what year? Another month to be directly year two from the release of PlayStation 5. I know we had the COVID-19, but let's face it, COVID and especially in the United States, we're almost back to normal now, right? There might be
Mhm.
a few places like the hospitals and care facilities that requires you to either show proof of vaccination, which they don't usually, but just got to have tests, get tested. Um,
Yeah.
but we're almost back to normal, guys, to the point where Sony is time. It's time for you to catch up with the production of Microsoft's Xbox because right now, if you want to reach, if Sony's already got goals that they want to reach, and the only way you can do that, they know that they gotta ramp up production to almost normal status. By 2023 is like the limit. Is the goal. If they don't reach the goal in 2023,
Mhm.
PS5 will not outsell the PS4. But I am confident. I'm confident if they can get
You
if
think it's
they
gonna outsell the PS2?
uh you
No.
know what? A lot of experts are saying, "Oh man, we could see 200 million, 300 million." It's like, guys, stop,
It's not gonna happen.
stop.
No.
Unless this is my big if. Um,
My prediction is the PS like by the end of this generation. This is my prediction. I think it's gonna sell 100 million units by the end of this generation.
Ari's with you. He does not think
Yeah.
it's gonna outsell the PS2. It will not.
No.
For me,
I don't even
this
think it's gonna top. Listen, it might have a chance of topping PS4 if it does really well because PS4 is one of the most loved PlayStations.
yeah
Alongside PS2, like the PS4 and PS2 were like the best, but the PS3 kind of fell off for a lot of people. But then
yeah
PS4 really was like one of the best consoles, like right alongside the PS2. So, but right now with Sony and their practices, what they're doing, greedy, corporate, practices where they're charging
Yeah, they're
$75 for
they're
the remakes. A
showing
lot of people don't like that.
they're showing
A
their
lot of people don't
arrogance
like
a little bit more.
that. Arrogant, cocky, piece of
Yeah.
shit.
Anyways,
I mean,
I wanna stop the podcast real quick, and I want to give you guys notice. Thank you, YouTube viewers, for stopping by. I don't want to act like I don't notice you guys. So if we're in the middle of it, I want to let you guys know. Thank you guys so much for joining us. I appreciate it a ton. And with that said, let's get back into it. He said we got the arrogant Sony back and needs to stop. Yeah, absolutely. We talked about last podcast. They need to stop being arrogant and start doing. You know, they need to we know we don't need to rehash what we said last time, but we're gonna move on to another topic. Herman Holtz. He's got some plans for PlayStation. Going forward, the PlayStation Studio titles are coming to PlayStation first. Still, okay. It's not a day and date release with PC, but here's the good news. It's not gonna be like 2, 3, 4, or 5 years down the road you finally get your PC game. You get the game on PC. They wanna target. We'll say God of War Ragnarok, for example, comes out this year, right? November 9th. So next year, around the same time frame, we should be getting God of War Ragnarok on PC. They want to try to hit a yearly like every once the game's been out for a year, it comes on PC. That's their goal. Now here's the other part that Herman Holtz had to say. Well, also talking about how his daughter, he's learning how to play games from his daughter. Like he's not a great gamer, so his daughter's like teaching him. I thought it was pretty neat. Herman Holtz, like
really?
he's getting gaming lessons from his daughter. I thought it was pretty cute. But anyways, get back on topic. The other thing they said is the live service games. By the time 2026 gets here, they're gonna have like over 10 live service games in action. And all of those games, the live service games, are going to be coming to PlayStation and PC day and date.
I think that's good because
Yes.
obviously, single player games like shouldn't release day and day. I think that's stupid
Yeah.
because let's be honest, Sony, they're trying to sell consoles, and if they tell people, "Hey guys, you can just play this on PC in just 6 months," people will be like, "Okay, I'll just stick with my 3070 Ti back there. I'll
Yeah.
just stick with that, and I won't buy a PS5." But I think with like live service games and multiplayer games, they want to build communities.
Yeah, that's the whole goal.
They want to
Yes.
build communities, and they want more people to engage with each other. So I think it's a good idea. But with single player games, I think they should wait at least a few years before coming to
Well,
PlayStation. But I
you
know I
got to
said,
look at it this
yeah,
way too.
I know I said Herman. I know Herman said that um we might wait at least a year. I'm like,
Yeah.
yeah, but like you're trying to sell consoles, you're trying to sell PlayStations, and
Well,
when
you
you
also got to
say that,
realize too.
it's not a good look,
Over. Not everybody's gonna go buy a PC because they're more complicated than a console. Like,
Yeah.
to be honest with you, and I'm gonna be honest, and Ari, I do agree with you, and I know you're fine with waiting a year. Which we talked about that before. A
Yeah,
lot of
it's
people
fine.
are. A lot of people will wait, but the thing is, not the casual gamer is gonna go out and spend money on a PC because let's face it, the actually keep like I'm having issues with my PCs like at least once or twice a week. And if you don't know how to like fix things or you don't have a buddy like I do with Ari helping me, like it can be so complicated that people say, it's not worth it, right? I'm not buying a PC, even though PCs can be, if you get the great deal, you can get a PC about as powerful as a PS5 for a little bit cheaper price. But
Yeah.
the casual gamers are most of them are on consoles. PC gamers are out there like me. I'm a PC gamer, but I'm also PS5, right? I'm not gonna give up my PS5 because I got a gaming rig. But Sony's plan is they want to do this because it draws more people into PlayStation, right? Games for
Right.
PC, but that doesn't mean that PC gamers be like, well, I just wait a year. Some will be say, you know what? I don't think I can wait a whole year. I think I'll just save a little bit and get a PS5 and play these suckers day one. See, Sony wants to have two things going on. One, they get more people playing their games, which is going to help
Also,
revenue.
you gotta understand.
Yeah.
Some people just don't like gaming on a PC. Some people like me who just want to sit back on their couch, pick up the controller,
Yeah.
play on their 4K TV. It's like, give me a good story in the game, a thick couch, a hot coffee, and I'm happy. I don't
Yeah.
want to play games in like a monitor, like with a keyboard, because that's not the type of gamer I am.
Well, yeah,
I'm a
you're more casual.
back,
You're more
relax.
casual.
Yeah, casual.
I'm me.
That's why like I
I'm
don't.
casual, but I'm more like I'm both, a little bit of both now. Doesn't mean I
Yeah,
don't
yeah.
like. I'm not a console hater
I
at all.
still,
Never.
I still enjoy the PC experience. I think it's great, but you know,
And
for
absolutely,
me,
Ari,
I've
I agree
always
with that
found it
statement.
you know, for me, I've always found it complicated.
Yeah.
Like, like when I try to work my PC, I'm like, oh, what's the best settings and everything. But, with a PS5, I can just, select which mode I
Well,
want. I'm
yeah.
good. I'm
Uh,
good.
with consoles, like you're saying, consoles more
Consoles
simple.
are more convenient. They're easier to use.
Yeah, they're
That's
easier to
why I
use,
enjoy
more
them.
convenient, and a lot of people are going to buy consoles over PCs. But this is also going to help Sony have more revenue for what? To make even more projects, more games for us to enjoy as gamers, right? The the whole console and PC wars, or Microsoft versus Sony, like all this
Yeah.
needs to stop, because
It
at the
just
end of the
play,
day,
just play on your preferred platform.
yeah,
And like we don't have to fight about it. Like
yes,
it's fine. You want to play on your PC. I want to play on console because, you know, we can enjoy our own style of entertainment.
yeah,
We don't have to fight about it, right?
right.
And then it's really
And
important.
so I know Sony and Microsoft buying these studios, which is cool. Like, it gives us something to talk about. But like, it's getting to the point. It's like, guys, we don't need you buying everything, because then you're gonna make us be in the pickle. It's like, we'll say for example, Microsoft buys Square Enix, and Sony don't have Square Enix games anymore. Guess what? I am either forced to what, get Game Pass and pay that once a month, which is $10 a month, which is great,
Mhm.
or a lot, like some people say, man, it's like, I gotta buy a Xbox now for like,
No, because all Xbox games also release on
yeah,
PC.
yeah, I
So
know I do, but all these studios buying, I know we talk about it. Like, I
yeah,
do, to be honest with you, I do wish that Sony would buy Square Enix or Capcom.
yeah. I
that's
think
that's my own opinion, but anyways,
I mean I just they don't need to. I mean they already have
yeah,
such a great relationship.
yeah,
So it's like, what's the point of acquiring them when they already have a great relationship?
right, and I just overall, and at the end of the day, it's
A lot of people
Sony's
are
recognizing
really wanting.
PC
A lot
gamers,
of
and
people,
Microsoft is
a lot
too.
of people are really wanting play Sony to acquire Kojima Productions. I think that would be a really good acquisition. I
Yeah,
think it
it
would.
would, but
Yeah.
I don't think Kojima Productions is actually in the mood to be bought. They like their
Really?
independent. They like to be independent. I can tell.
Um,
He likes the independent where he can
because
just
I
go
don't know
back and
if
forth.
you noticed, but a few months back, they actually listed Kojima Productions as the PlayStation Studios, and then they quickly removed it. And people thought, oh, is Kojima
Hmm. I
acquiring
didn't see
Kojima
that, but
Productions?
yeah.
Yeah.
Let's see. Anyways, just it's good. It's good to see that
Yeah.
Sony is like, I at least acknowledging PC gamers. Like, I know for a while, like Sony was like the only one that's like, even Nintendo is starting. Like, Nintendo was their own thing, but even Nintendo's starting to know, okay, there
Yeah.
are
I
PC
know
gamers now. Yeah.
a lot of people are getting worried that, oh, how Sony's making 10 live service games.
Yeah.
They're releasing them by the end of 2026. A lot of people were worrying, oh no, if all these games succeed and they make tons of money, they're gonna stop making single player games. No, they're not gonna. PlayStation, Sony is never gonna stop making those types of games because
Right.
that's what draws people to PlayStation. That's what makes people buy PlayStation consoles because they want those types of games. They want
Right.
those types of
Yeah.
games. And
Because
that's to me, a single player games. That's Sony's bread and butter,
it is.
right?
Yeah.
That's their moneymaker. And if the market is there and people are willing to pay for these, single player games, then Sony's is gonna keep creating them. And even Herman Hulse in the interview said, "We're never gonna stop making a single player, story driven, narrative driven quality, a single player titles, right? They're never gonna stop making that because that's the heart
Yeah,
and soul."
because that was the thing. A lot of players were worried about. A lot of people like saying, "Wait,
I
is
was worried
Sony?"
about it a little bit.
Yeah, yeah.
I was worried about it.
Like Sony is like hinting at, oh, we're gonna focus on live service games. And a lot of people are like, wait. Does that mean you're not gonna make single player experiences anymore? Like you're gonna do less and less? No, they're gonna do those along with the live service games. Like
Because I
all
was
these
like,
all these
oh my God,
studios
like,
all
you
these
know?
studios have gotten bigger. Like Naughty Dog's gotten bigger, Guerrilla Games got bigger, Insomniac's
Mhm.
got bigger. Like everybody's working on a multiplayer title. You know that?
Yeah. Yeah.
All these major studios from Sony are making a multiplayer game along with their single player
You know,
story
I
experiences.
do think that PlayStation, pursuing live service games and multiplayer games. I think that's good, but I still think their main focus should be a single player games with multiplayer games on the side. You know what I
Well,
mean?
they
Their
are.
main focus.
The only
Yeah.
reason why they're doing live service games is they
Because
know
I'm telling you,
in
man, if they
2026,
stop,
what do you think is going to happen by the time PlayStation 6 comes out? Call of Duty is not no longer a PlayStation game.
yeah, because I'm telling you,
So
man, if PlayStation stops making single player story driven games, and you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna sell my PS5. I don't need it anymore. I don't need it. I'm selling it because that's not what I was promised when I bought a PlayStation, and that's why I bought a PlayStation in the first place to play those games, and for them to just say, you know what, we're just gonna stick with live service. We're making a bunch of money off it. We don't need to make single player.
yeah.
I think a lot of people are going to be done with PlayStation. I know a lot of people are like, you know what? It's not what I signed up for. I'm switching to Xbox. Just saying, because
Well,
Xbox
eh,
already has the better
and
value.
let's just face it too. Like even if people switch over to Xbox, Xbox is not known for single player, cinematic stories. They're
But they
known
have
for they're
more
known
value.
for they're known for value for Game Pass. And
Mhm.
what's the second thing? Multiplayer games.
I'll only ever do that if they stop making single player games, which I
Well,
don't think they'll
don't
ever
get me
do.
wrong. They don't. Microsoft also invests in RPGs because they do have their
Mhm.
IPs like Fable and stuff like that.
Mhm.
And of course Bethesda now they're making more
Yeah.
RPGs. So RPGs, multiplayer games, and of course Game Passes are things. Three things that makes Microsoft who they are as a gaming company for Xbox, and Game
Yeah.
Pass. That's their
Mhm.
that's their identity. Nintendo's got what? Nintendo's got their Pokemon, their Metroid. They got their Zelda, Donkey Kong, all those games, right? Those are games that are like the heavy hitters.
Yeah.
They're
You know
not
what's
they're
interesting?
not single player
You know what?
experiences as much as Sony's,
Yeah.
but their own thing.
So you know what interests me? You know how Horizon Zero Dawn released right next to Legend of Zelda, like within a week?
Yeah, that
The
was not
same
smart.
thing.
That was not
They
smart.
did the same thing this year. They released Horizon Forbidden West a week before Elden Ring.
Well,
Like,
what
it
happened
can't be a
is what
coincidence.
happened with that is Dying Light 2 had their date, right? They
Mhm.
had their date, boom, months ago, months in advance. Horizon Forbidden West got their release date set. Elden Ring came along and goes, well, we're going to be at the end of February, and that caused some of the Horizon developers, I think it was, or
Mhm.
marketing guys, I don't know who it was, I can't quote anything, but they started attacking Elden Ring, like
Mhm.
unprofessionally, and a lot of people say, wait a minute, you're Guerrilla Games, part of Guerrilla Games. It's like you're part of Sony. Like, don't don't mess the reputation up of Sony. Like, you work for them and PlayStation. So it's like there's a lot of ruffle feathers there. Like, you could have delayed. To be honest with you, Horizon Forbidden West could have been delayed for another like 3 weeks, make it into March. It would have been fine. I know I know Gran Turismo 7 was March. Yeah, but that's understandable. But the thing is, if you delayed your game, guess what? You want to have all those technical errors, those bugs that some people dealt with. Like me. It would give you time to polish an update and patch the game like you should have.
Yeah.
then that would have been fine. You wouldn't have to go after Elden Ring. That was like a
But
month before, but
I think
still.
Santa Monica right now, they looked at Horizon Forbidden West. They knew that the launch was a little bit rocky. I mean, there were little bits of bugs, but I did experience them along the way. So right now, I think they're just squash bugs, polish. Let's get ready for launch because I don't know if you know this, but today's October 6th. So just think about this, G19. In just a few weeks, we'll be able to play God of War Ragnarok
I
on
know,
PlayStation.
34 days.
How awesome is that?
34
That's
days
in
from now,
just
I'll
a
be
few
playing God
weeks.
of War Ragnarok. And, it's just a lot of people I talk to, it's like, it still seems like it's years away.
Really?
Yeah, it hasn't hit them yet.
It's right around the corner. It's right
Yeah,
around
it's
the
around the
corner.
corner, and I can't wait. I'm excited. Can't wait to play it. Anyways, yeah. So don't worry, guys. Single player experiences are still going to be a thing for Sony. That's their bread and butter. They're not
Because
getting
if
rid of
not,
that.
then I'll just stick with my
And I
PC.
think I think the live service games are just going to help bring more money in, get more
It's
people
gonna
to
be
be
like
interested
it's
in
not.
PlayStation, and
Yeah,
also to
it's
help
just gonna.
tie it off like the ease, the suffering, and the pain once Call of
Yeah.
Duty is no longer part of PlayStation.
Yeah.
So
I think it's just gonna like live service games is gonna be something on the side, but PlayStation's main focus is still gonna be single player games.
anyways, other news, we finally got the launch of PlayStation Stars in the United States or North America.
I,
And
I'm gonna tell you my pain,
okay,
my because
you go first.
um
I'll talk about how I
PlayStation
felt about it.
Stars said that. Oh guys, special announcement. Whoever pre-ordered Modern Warfare 2.
Yeah, I know, right? Anyways, he's having a laughing spell, but yeah, PlayStation Stars did launch in
uh
North America.
PlayStation. Hold on. Let me finish what I said. Uh, PlayStation Stars said whoever pre-ordered Modern Warfare 2 or God of War Ragnarok would get points, and I'm like, okay, sweet. So I go on my PlayStation app. I'm looking. I'm like, I have 0 points. So I contacted Sony support, and I said, hey, yeah. So I'm having trouble. I pre-ordered God of War Ragnarok on the PlayStation Store, and you guys said that whoever pre-ordered it would get points.
Yeah,
And I'm
yeah.
like, I don't have any points. I have zero points. And they're like, yeah, I think our servers are being hammered. It's gonna be like a slow rollout. So people will slowly, like, not everyone will see it at the same time. People will slowly get it because they're having high demand and
Well, yeah,
a
because
lot of
the
people are
servers are having
asking.
overload right now. 'Cause everybody's trying to
Yeah.
log in PlayStation Stars, which is normal. Just like Overwatch 2. It's normal, guys. It's like Final Fantasy 14. When Endwalker came out, it's normal. Server overload. You're going to have to be in lineups. Online on lineups to get in. You might not get in. You might get kicked out, but PlayStation
Like,
Stars had its own thing,
you
too.
know who? You know who? PS Direct.
Uh, but anyways,
I swear to you, I tried to buy a PlayStation 5 from PS Direct. It's like your wait time 1 minute, and then I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna get in, and then it goes from 1 minute. Your wait time is now over an hour. I'm like, are you kidding me?
yeah, I know, right? I seen, that's how, when Ari had his, like when he's getting his, like he was like in line, and I'm saying
Uh,
like everybody's like ahead of him, and they got stuck like 10 minutes, and then they got kicked in the back. Or like two, three of them did that. He got his PS5 like about just a few moments after that. They sold out.
really?
Yeah, so some people got kicked out of their lineup, like got pushed back while he got his. So it's like I don't know how that works, but it felt kind of weird, you know. If you're in line ahead of somebody, you should be able to get it, not just get kicked back. But it is what it is. But hey, PlayStation Direct is getting a lot better. Uh,
It is.
once a week
A
or
lot
like
of
twice a
people.
week, you can go on there and just buy a PS5 outright, and
Mm,
then you can still pre-order that bundle for Modern Warfare 2. Still
Yeah,
there.
a lot of yeah, a lot of my friends are saying, "Hey man, I got a PS5." I'm like, look, I'm so happy that people are
PS5,
finally able to buy a
baby.
PlayStation 5. I'm really happy that these scalper scumbags, they're probably sitting on their PS5 and like, oh my god, we're gonna go broke. We're not use PS5s anymore.
Well, anyways,
That's what they're doing.
speaking
Uh,
of scalpers, you want to know the latest thing about scalpers now?
but
They have to offload their units. Yeah, they're starting to offload the units as they realize that. Wait a minute, Sony's ramping up productions. Nobody's in a high demand for these things as much as they were. So guess what? They have to offload these things. Guess what that means? Their prices are going to drop. They're going to get closer to retail. As these scalpers are sitting on like hundreds or thousands of these consoles, guess what?
they're in
They're
debt.
going to lose money
In
now.
debt.
They're going to lose
But yeah.
money over this.
It-
So, hey, it's their
But
fault.
hey,
It's their fault. So,
do you think that maybe gonna drop even lower than retail?
no, I
Like,
won't. They'll
you
sell for
know,
retail price. But, however,
I don't like buying from eBay because sometimes like they
yeah,
can send me
um,
fake. So that's
there's
why I try to
I still
avoid.
shake my head, and I don't really want to. There's people I talk to in the PlayStation 5 orders channel on one of the
Mhm.
servers I'm in, and once in a while somebody goes, "I can't get a PS5. The darn scalpers are getting them all." I go, "Guys, this ain't 2020. This is 2022. Scalpers already got their PS5s. Okay,
Mhm.
what you're fighting against is people in your countries who want one. So
Yeah.
if you want a PS5, you just gotta be faster because scalpers are not the issue. Scalpers move on. They moved on already.
I had to fight scalpers, and
Same
I
here.
thought I was actually, like in a match. I was fighting the scalpers one on one because I was in a Walmart. I was in a Walmart, right?
Yeah.
And um, I just spammed the add to cart button, spam, and it finally went through, but not after like 5 waves. It's like,
Yeah.
hey, this item is out of stock. We're gonna restock 310. All right, 310 couldn't do. All right, 320, 330 couldn't do it. 340 no, 350 finally got it in the bag, secured. So
Yeah.
I'm really because now it's easier, but for me it was a nightmare trying to get it.
Well,
I'm
yeah.
telling you, it was a
It's a
nightmare
nightmare
because
back
back in
then. We all know
2020,
that. It's a nightmare in 2020 and
back in
2021. That's still a
it
nightmare.
was,
But
and I mean, 2021 was a little bit better, right?
yeah.
But 2020 was just like, and I hope that with when the PS6 launches, the same thing will happen. I
Right.
hope that
Uh.
Sony learns their lesson. They have
Well,
not
it ain't just Sony's fault. It's the retailers. They got to have a better bot system. And first, and
absolutely.
second of all, Walmart has to learn a lesson not to drop the pre-orders early. When Sony says, "Hey, pre-orders are going live at this hour," you follow the instructions. You don't just say, "Well, we got the PS5. Let's just do it now." Don't do that. So, anyways, back on track. We got sidetracked again. Apologies, guys,
Well,
for those of you
hold on,
watching.
hold on, one more
And we need to get back to PlayStation
hold on,
Stars
hold on.
because that's important.
One more thing. You know what they told me? When I tried to buy PS5 in Walmart. Oh dear, the whole North Pole is trying to save big right now. So please try again in a moment. You love our holiday deal.
Oh, I don't want to talk about that deer. That deer can go. It can go somewhere else. Okay, I messed around with that deer long enough, but hey, got my PS5. But speaking of PlayStation 5, the PlayStation
Oh
Stars
my
have
god.
launched, and I was like looking at the what people post on Twitter, and one thing that really got me under my crawl is somebody figured out for every for every PlayStation game you buy, you get 10 points. And they said you would have to spend $1,750 total cost to get enough money, enough points to buy to get a $70 game for free.
It's even
And
the point.
I shook my head at that. I'm like, what is going on here? Like this is just terrible. But the problem with us is we look at this like right now, like as of right now, it's like I shouldn't have to spend almost $1,800 to get a free $70 game. What we need to focus on. This is what really helped me relax a little. It still got me under the skin a little, but it's overall. Like if let's say you just casually buy games once in a while here and there, over time you'll forget about how much you spent. You say, "Man, okay, I earned enough points to get a free game. This is cool."
And
Right?
keep in mind that if you buy games physically, that you won't get any PlayStation stars.
Right. And what I don't the one thing about PlayStation Stars, which I mean is all right. I mean you earn rewards points for what playing games, getting trophies. If you're like the fastest one to get a platinum in your region for a certain blockbuster game, you get like tons of points. You get a ton of collectibles and stuff. The collectibles are not sellable. They're not like, oh look, I'm the only one who can get one. You can get it too, right? If you got enough points, you can get the
Yeah.
collectible.
To be honest with you, 19, I really couldn't give a crap about PlayStation stars. Like, I don't care for it, to be honest with you, because um, the value is not there. Why should
Yeah.
I grind my ass off to get platinum if I'm only gonna
Right?
get a handful of points? It's not worth it to me. I
Yeah,
don't have that kind of time.
I earned a couple. I got a couple collectibles. All right, you get the first one for free. The second
Mhm.
one is you just gotta play a PlayStation 4, PlayStation 5 game. You get that collectible for free. These start off like a couple collectibles, which ain't too bad. I don't think I have any points per se, but I do like it. Like the the display case, so you can display your collectibles, which is kind of neat. I mean, it adds a little bit of flair to your profile, but other
Yeah.
than that, like if you're constantly like conscious about how much you spent to just get a free game or whatnot, it might not be for you. Like you don't have to do the PlayStation Stars for those that really want to just partake. It'll get you motivated to like get trophies, get platinum trophies for games and stuff like
Right.
that. I mean that's fun. I mean Nintendo's got a reward system, Steam's got a reward system, Microsoft with the Xbox got a reward system, Sony's finally got a reward system. If you dig deep, if you dig deep enough, there's a flaw in every reward system, and what's it there for? It's to get people to communicate, it's to build a community, to get gamers to do what enjoy games more, to buy their games, right? To buy the products. So that's two. And what else is it gonna do? It gives the players motivation to just enjoy and get rewarded for their hard work. But
I
again,
think a fair thing would be, oh hey, you know, every time you buy 10 games, you get one free. I feel like that would be better deal per se because that motivates you to buy more games, right? Hey,
right,
say
it
you buy
does.
this game to get more games.
Um,
So in the long run, that might make more money for Sony, right? Because it motivates people to buy more games. So I feel like that would
right.
have been better. To be honest with you, yeah.
Yeah. So, anyways, I know we talked about the PlayStation Stars last podcast a little bit, but I just want to give a little bit like our experience with it. This our experience with PlayStation Stars, our little thoughts about it. I'm still gonna like continue with it, just play around with it, have get some points, get rewards, and see what kind of collectibles they give us. But other than that, am I like, oh man, I want to partake in this? Like, I'm really excited. No, it's not going to get me motivated to turn my PS5 on. The PS5 is going to be turned on when I get God of War Ragnarok, more or less.
Really?
When I get God of War Ragnarok, that PS5 is going to run a lot. It's going to run a lot. I'm going to take my time with it. I can't wait. I'm excited. But
I'm actually gonna I've already told myself that I'm gonna stay up until midnight to play God of War Ragnarok. That's how excited I am for
and also, I'm going to say this
it.
too. I'm going to say this too because speaking of PlayStation and their PlayStation Store, like when you buy
Mhm.
a digital game, let's say I want to buy like a Death Space remake, right? I
Mhm.
want to buy that at the digital store through PlayStation Plus, not PlayStation Plus, but PlayStation Store
Mhm.
on my PS5. Did you know I can buy that same exact version of that game on Steam, which are both digital, by the way, both
Mhm.
digital. I don't know why I'm putting two up. Both digital, by the way, and on Steam is $10 less. Like if I want to get the digital deluxe edition, which gives me everything I need, everything I want for that game, it cost me $60 or $70. Okay, for the digital deluxe. PlayStation is selling it for $80.
80?
Yes. Some of the digital deluxe are like $80, $90, and Steam's like, so we'll sell it to you for 70, 80. We'll sell it $10 cheaper. It's like
My,
that right there. Like
okay,
if
I
you're in
don't
a situ-
care. I
yeah.
don't care. Buying Dead Space Remake on PC. I'm not. I'm not gonna support this corporate greed scum that whoever I mean, who is making these decisions? Because
And
hold on,
guess what? Sony's
is
the first
Xbox,
one. Sony's the first
is
one to do the
Microsoft,
$70 games.
Microsoft, they also selling it for 70 on Xbox.
Oh yeah. Some games are gonna be sold for $70 on Xbox, but
No, no, and that's based remake. How much is that on Xbox? Series X.
I can do some digging. Hang on, got my phone here, guys.
Because if it's 70, then Jesus Christ.
Oops.
So now, you know what Sony is saying? Oh, you have to pay extra money for convenience because we have to optimize the game for you. While on PC, you have to
Oh.
optimize it yourself.
Anyways, yeah, it's not just Sony is selling the game for $70. I just tried Xbox Series X. It's $70 for Dead Space Remake. And guess what? I know a lot of people gonna say Nintendo didn't set the price for this, but guess what's on the eShop?
Mm.
Skyrim. It's on sale for $70 on the eShop for Nintendo. So guess what? I know Nintendo didn't set that price. It's Bethesda that did that. But guess what? Nintendo's like, wait a minute. We've been charging $60 for our games, and people just go ahead and just buy our games. They don't second question it. What if we just sneak a game here or two? Let's say the next Mario game, next Zelda game that's a banger. It's like Breath of the Wild 2 or whatever it's called now. I didn't care. I didn't care. I didn't look at the trailer for Breath of the Wild
Mhm.
2. What if Nintendo's just like sneakily just puts it for $70? You think people would notice? They probably would. They notice, but a lot of fan base go, "Gimme, gimme, gimme, Zelda!" And that's the truth for all
Feed
fanboys.
me,
It's it's
yay!
it's all for fanboys. It's not just Nintendo. It's Xbox. It's PlayStation fanboys. The Sony ponies of the big super duper Sony ponies and the X boners, whatever you want to call them,
What?
or the switchers. I don't know what you want to call those people, but anyways, guys, I know we're getting off track. I know we're laughing about it, but it's just we laugh because, but overall, like $70 is a lot of money for a game. Like if you're not getting your money's worth, if you find out how long the game is, let's say you're buying a game, it's only like 10 hours of storytelling. And
$70 is like more than half my allowance per month. Like that's insane,
it is like
ridiculous.
it's a good chunk out of my money. Like I have to save up for, and so it's like, oy.
Listen, I'm already saving up for the PS5 Pro.
You're
Just
getting the
saying.
PS5 Pro. I
Yes.
thought you said he wasn't gonna get one.
Shit my
You
mind.
changed your
You know,
mind.
every day I shit my mind. I'm like, do I want to get it? Do I want to
All
get
right,
it?
guys,
But
don't
now,
mind him. He's a big Sony pony.
Oh yeah. What makes you think?
You keep changing your mind about Sony and the PlayStation 5 Pro. That's why. Anyways, my if you guys
But I
want
think
my
that.
you guys want my opinion about the PS5 Pro, if it doesn't offer these two things, okay,
Uh,
or one thing, this is the
mhm.
number one thing. It's got to offer 4K 60, not
The
and or
ray
or.
tracing.
It's got to be
The ray
It's
tracing.
got 4K 60 ray tracing with a PS5
Native
Pro.
4K.
I don't know if
Native. Not
native
not
native
not
native
dynamic
4K.
4K. Not this. This.
Your native
This is
4K
like
is
that.
asking a lot, but it's
I
gotta
mean,
be 4K 60 ray tracing for the PlayStation
mm,
5 Pro. It's gotta
yeah.
be. That is a system
The
seller.
least, the bare minimum.
If you want me to buy your Pro and trade in this old console, you're gonna have to. That's one. Another reason why. I'm got three reasons. The second reason, guys, is this. What's the price of the machine? What's the price?
$500.
If it's 600, that's fine. I expect it to be $100 more than the base model.
Mhm.
I expect it
If
to
it's
be.
more than that,
If you
screw it.
guys are pushing 650, 700, you might as well kiss your butt goodbye. I am not spending that kind of money.
Can kiss my sorry ass. I ain't spending $700 on a
Okay,
video game console. That's
the
ridiculous. I
final,
could buy a
the
PC.
the
That's better.
final one, guys, is this. How big is the storage? How big?
1 TB at least. 1 TB.
It's got to be bigger than 1 TB. I'm telling you this. If the PlayStation 5 base model is 825 to start off,
Also,
it's gotta be almost 2 TB.
also this. The PS5 Pro, I want like better DualSense features. Like I want like an enhanced DualSense
Well,
that's like better.
that's what the DualSense Edge is for. It's for the competitive gamer inside you.
Well, I'm not a competitive gamer, so.
Oh yeah, you're competitive for the God of War. Just kidding. Anyways, he's ahead with our laughing spell. All right. Anyways, we are pushing about 51 minutes in. I don't want to make this too long, but is there anything else we want to talk about tonight or wrap this up? What's your overall thoughts on everything we talked about?
um, I think that we've been bombarded with a lot of gaming news. A lot has happened, but to go back to PS5 Pro, I really hope that they don't charge upwards of 600. And I think if Sony did this, I would be so happy. But I know they're not gonna do this. I think Sony gave gamers say, "Hey guys, you got a PS5, awesome. We'll let you upgrade to the PS5 Pro for say $100."
I don't see that happening, to be honest with you. But I see what you want you're going on about, because a lot of people say, "Hey, well, look, Sony,
It's an
I
upgrade.
know we got the PS4 version of the game, like let's say God of War Ragnarok. Like there should be like an upgrade path, which there is. It's $10,
Yeah.
which is fine. I mean,
Yeah.
if you got the PS4 version, you beat the PS4, and you finally get a PS5 down the road, and you can upgrade for $10. I mean, that's not bad. But
No.
anyways,
For the
I know a lot of people
PS5.
are hoping for free upgrades. It's not happening anymore,
No.
sadly. So
No, but listen, I wouldn't mind for a paid upgrade. I wouldn't mind that.
yeah,
They charge just a little bit extra, but I know a trade-in you get like half off, something like that, right? You get half off if you trade in your PS5,
yeah.
something like that, right?
But anyways, I just definitely yeah. It's I mean, it depends where you go. Like if you go to GameStop, they'll offer you a little bit more for your console for a trade-in.
Really? More than half off?
No, it's not half.
Oh.
No, they give you a little less than half for.
Maybe at
Let's
least
say
half.
like for the PlayStation 4, like if PlayStation 4 and PlayStation 4 Pro, if you went in there and traded it in, like they told me that if you trade it in towards a PS5 or a next gen console, which is current gen now, they told me this that they're willing to offer you. I think it was like $200 at the time, so it's $50 less than half.
Really? That's actually not bad. So if
Wait,
I
no,
trade
PlayStation
in,
4 Pro was 400, right? So it's
yeah.
400. So yeah, it was half. It was half what it
So
was.
you only had to pay
So
200
it's not bad
more.
at all, guys.
So you only had to pay 200 more to get the Pro.
I don't know how they're gonna do it with the pro models. I'm not sure until we find out. But
Man, like for me, I want to play these, AAA single player games the best way possible because you know
yeah.
me, right? You know me. Um, uh,
Oh, I got one more thing I gotta talk about before I end the stream of this
uh,
podcast. I just remember there is a leaked list of games that studios are working on for Sony. and
Really?
one of them is listed as Horizon. So we know about the Horizon Zero Dawn remaster.
Remake?
It's not a
Is it a
remake yet.
remaster? Or is it?
It's a
Okay.
remaster. I'll explain.
Okay.
I'll explain this for you guys real quick.
So,
It's not a
so it's gonna
remake.
be like
What they're doing is this is. I know Horizon Zero Dawn had accessibilities, right? It had some accessibilities. They want to match what Horizon Forbidden West had for accessibilities. They want to improve the graphics. They want to improve the animations. They want to
it's
improve
gonna be
like
like
the
Last of Us Part One, or no?
as part one was a remake from the ground up. This is a
No.
remaster of Horizon Zero Dawn. Their goal is
It already has uh the
yeah
60 FPS
yeah it
boost.
does have the 60 FPS patch, but what they want to do is upgrade like everything else to make it real close to Horizon Forbidden West levels
Yeah.
for people that want to play it. It's gonna be like a PS5 game.
Okay.
Now, other things they're working on, which is exciting for some people, Sony has studios working on horror games.
Mm.
There's three horror games in the works.
19.
Yes.
Feed me that. Feed me.
Yeah, feed me. Yeah, feed me these games. But they're also working on a few other ones. There's some I don't know if it's like open. I wish I could find that leak list. Let me see if I can
Mhm.
find it real quick. But it's quite a bit of
Horizon
listed.
multiplayer, right? Horizon multiplayer.
Yes. Leaked. Let's see. Images. No. Let's see. Leaked list of games. Okay. I wish I could make this even bigger. Hang on. Let's turn this sideways.
So it's kind of gonna be like the Legacy
Okay.
of
Here we
Kansas.
go, guys. I got the list. Are you guys ready for this?
So hold on. 19 is the Horizon Zero Dawn remake gonna be similar with like Uncharted Legacy of Thieves Collection remastered? Is it gonna be like similar to
Yeah,
that?
it's gonna be similar to that. It's gonna have some, but they want to like redo like the animations, which they can. If they just like
Like,
port it over to PS5 and use the power of the PS5 to change the
it's gonna be
animation,
like Crisis Core Reunion remaster, like
it's
on
gonna be a
that
little.
level.
It's gonna be yeah. It's gonna be kind of that level, but you can tell that that game with the dialogue and the voice lips and the animation stuff
Oh
is
no,
still 15 years old. But
because when I played that game, for the cutscenes, Ayla would be like, ha ha ha, funny joke, and she would just stand still. I'm like,
yeah.
what the hell am I watching? Like, Ayla just doesn't move around the cutscenes. So strange. So I feel like if they do that, that would be much better.
So yeah, they got okay. Horizon Zero Dawn is coming to. Let's see, Forbidden West. So this is not really a leaked list. I don't know why this ain't it. Is it? No, this ain't it.
Um,
I looked at the
so
wrong
I'm
list.
gonna be really honest with you, 19. If Horizon Zero Dawn doesn't offer like something like a $10 upgrade path, if I have to buy the game all over again, I'm not doing it. I'm not doing it.
Yeah,
But if there's like if you want me to pay $10 for it, fine.
yeah,
Fine, I'll pay $10 for it. I'll give Sony a little slap on the wrist for it. But if they expect me to buy the game all over again, guess what, Sony?
you're not going to.
Guess what, Sony? You can kiss my sorry ass because I'm not paying for the game again, okay? And you can take your $75, shove it up your asshole, and you can hold it and go to the bathroom and let it out because I'm not buying that. I'm not buying it for $70.
Yeah,
Sorry, I'm not.
I think with this game too, right here, I I bought it for 70 bucks. Oh, $100. I'm sorry. Yeah, over the explode. You don't like it when I touch this and show off, but it's a cool collection. But I'm gonna tell you right now, like I should have just played the remaster version. It was free on PlayStation Plus. I mean, I would got the same experience. I mean, of course, the game looks visually stunning on PS5,
Yeah.
like being made
Actually,
from the
right
ground up.
now, I beat the game. Last was part one, and I beat Left Behind. And when you beat the game, you get like a bunch of cosmetics. You get
Yeah.
like new outfits for Ellie and Joel, and these cheats. So I turned on um infinite ammo. So I have infinite ammo, and then um I turned on explosive arrows, and also turned on when you zoom in, like it's kind of slow motion. And I'm telling you, and I put it on the hardest difficulty, grounded plus. Oh my god, it's so much fun. It's so I swear to God, dude,
Yeah.
I was playing Last of Us Part One, but I had infinite ammo. I shot um I shot the person's head like 25,000 times. Like I'm not even kidding. I shot him on like the primary area, and it just exploded.
Okay. He's having too much fun in that game. Meanwhile, I haven't touched that game since I haven't touched this game right here since I had my
Oh,
rage
no.
moment. So,
Oh.
but anyways, uh, yeah, just the whole ordeal. Like, if it's like, I beat Horizon Zero Dawn, I don't need to play it again. Like Spider Man, I don't really need to play remaster. I got it on PC. I might play the remaster version on PC. I might play the God of War on PC.
Yeah.
But like, if you're gonna remaster these things, I'm not gonna buy them again. I'm
Really?
not. No, I'm done.
I want to because you know me.
Now,
I
Crisis
love
Core
it.
Reunion, guys. Crisis Core Reunion. Wasn't able to play the PSP version because I couldn't afford a PSP for $300 at the time.
Mhm.
My family couldn't afford a handheld for 300. So it's like, so I missed out on Crisis Core for the years, and people kept talking about it. I see a little
Wow.
bit of cutscenes. I see a little bit of gameplay. It's like I wish I can play this game because I want to know more about Zach, like his character. Like get ready for this remake. You play that, it's like whoa, what the heck's going on? It's like now
I'm gonna wait for it to.
I
I'm
got an
gonna.
opportunity to find out what Crisis Core is all about. Thanks to Reunion, I got on PS5 pre-order, and that box art is sick as crap. It's like,
Yeah, I'm gonna wait for it to go on sale. I do think $50 is asking a little bit much for this game. I think it should have been.
it's
I
worth
think
it.
it should have been.
It's worth it.
I
Could be
think,
worse. It could have been a
I think it should
$70
have.
title, $70 game for PS5. I mean,
I know, but it's a DLC though.
it's not a deal.
Uh,
It's not a DLC.
it's not.
No, it's a full blown game. So
But it's like
it's a prequel to Final Fantasy VII. It tells you the events before Final Fantasy VII
I
begins.
swear, if Sony charged $70 for Crisis Core Union,
They're not. It's $50 for all platforms, on Xbox, PC, PlayStation, and guess what? Switch is $50.
that's
But
good.
the Yuffie DLC that comes with Intergrade, if you bought Intergrade and you got to buy the Yuffie DLC, I mean, unless you bought the physical copy of Intergrade, you get the Yuffie DLC inside the box. But
Yeah.
like me, I bought Final Fantasy VII Remake on the store because of COVID. I had to buy the Yuffie DLC, and of course, I like to have the
How
collector
much is the
stuff.
Yuffie DLC?
It's 20
How much
bucks.
is that?
20 bucks.
Money?
Yes,
Oh gosh,
it's worth it.
it's
It's worth
ridiculous.
it. You get introduced to, especially to new players. You get
Don't tell
introduced.
me. I don't. I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear it.
Okay,
I don't want to hear it.
okay,
I don't want to hear it.
all right.
I'm on chapter 6, and I don't want to hear it. Okay.
Okay, you better get going on that game, boy.
I'm I'm taking my good old time with it. I don't need to rush it. All right.
Anyways, we're gonna end it here. It's been fun. Talk about PlayStation Stars. Talk about what Herman Hulse had to say. Give our thoughts on the Super Mario Brothers movie, which looks absolutely amazing. I cannot wait. There was other gaming news. Of course, this is all about PlayStation, so we didn't want to like bug you guys with 3 hours episode of like going through all the gaming news we had today. The last couple of days, it's been nuts. But yes, we got the new Need for Speed game. It looks alright. It looks great. Looks good. I'm interested in it. I want to see gameplay. I did react to the gameplay footage of Wild Hearts. It looks like a Monster Hunter game, which I'm definitely interested in. So there's a lot of
Game?
there's a lot of gaming news like
Which game is it?
huh?
Which game? What game is it called?
Wild Hearts.
All Hearts. Oh.
Wild Hearts is like a Monster Hunter game, and I there's a lot of gaming news out there like Valve. They're talking about like
Also, what's going on? I don't know if you're if you if you were keeping up to date. The Wolf Among Us 2. What's going on with that game?
as far as I know, it's in the works, but
It's in the works.
I think well, I can do a little Google research real quick. It's called what now? What
The Wolf Among Us 2.
Wolf Among Us.
'Cause I don't.
Let's see. Upcoming episodic graphic adventure being developed by published by Telltale Games. Okay. Initial release date is 2023. So let's see, 2023. Okay, so it's still set for 2023 as far as we know.
Okay.
There's a lot of games in 2023, but like I said, guys,
2023 is looking absolutely stacked.
yeah, right now I only got like about I got 4 games in 2023. I'm looking forward to. I'll be getting day one, but it all depends on the final game. The final game might not be a 2023 game because it
What
depends.
games are day one buy for you in 2023?
Okay, Resident Evil 4 remake is number one.
Mhm.
Of course, I already got Forspoken. I don't count that. Thanks to AMD, I got that game for free. That's already day one. I just gotta claim it when it comes out on January 24th. Uh, Resident Evil 4 remake, Spider-Man 2, Final Fantasy 16, and the final wild card is Final Fantasy 7 Rebirth. That's my 4 games that I'm buying day one.
Yeah.
Other than that, I'm taking a break. Like I know
Yeah.
Hogwarts Legacy looks great. Gotham
Um,
Knights I'm interested in. There's a few other games I'm really interested in, but you know what? I'm gonna wait for sales. I'm getting on
Yeah.
sale, so
Yeah.
that's it. How about you? What's your games in 2023? I forgot what right now. Let's just say.
Um, for me, like we talked about, like there's still games that are coming out in 2023 that haven't been announced.
Yeah.
There's still games in 2023 that hasn't been announced yet. Like PlayStation Studios. The only game we know that's releasing from PlayStation Studios is Spider-Man 2. That's it. We don't know anything else.
Yeah, we don't.
So
Um.
any PlayStation Studios game that's coming out 2023, I'm getting day one. I don't care. 'Cause I have so much faith in them.
Yeah.
So Spider-Man 2, day one buy for me. Uh, Suicide Squad killed the Justice League.
Oh yeah. I forgot that
Yeah.
game. See, there's a lot of games I forgot already.
Yeah. Also, they're the people behind the Arkham games, like Arkham City, Arkham Asylum, Arkham Knight.
Hmm?
Studio who bought you those games is making the same Suicide Squad kill the Justice League.
Oh, okay.
And Batman Arkham Knight is my favorite game of all time. So I have tremendous.
I could have got all the Arkham games for on sale on Steam, but I passed on it.
Really.
Yeah, well, like we had that discussion. It's like I don't
Oh.
need to be spending money. So, bad enough. I
Right.
I got my new audio
Yeah,
device, but I needed it. So
it's great. Yeah.
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 But anyways, yeah, we got a lot looking forward to the rest of this year.
Mm.
Next year is looking stacked. I'm gonna try to I'm gonna have content for you guys. I definitely got Final Fantasy VII Rebirth theories and discussion in the works. I just did a
Mm.
massive juicy theory video regarding a special somebody that overexposure has not know about yet.
Mm.
But it's very juicy. When he beats the game, he should check out that theory video I just posted a couple of days ago.
Yeah.
It's pretty juicy, pretty juicy.
Mm.
But
Juicy, yeah, right.
we're definitely excited for games. I hope Sony ramps up PlayStation 5 productions. I
Mhm.
hope the PlayStation Stars gets fixed up a little bit. Like they need to change a few things on that. Other than that, it's all right. We got a lot of gaming announcements for like the Valve and Steam, the Steam Deck. Don't have to reserve one now. They can just buy one outright. It'll be shipped to them when it's available. The new Need for Speed trailer came out. I checked that out. Looks pretty good. There's a few other things that came out as far as gaming news. I can't keep up with it, but it's a lot. So we focus on PlayStation. I hope you guys enjoyed this podcast. It's been fun. We'll be back again within probably a week or so. I hope that we get a PlayStation Showcase announcement soon, because there's still a lot of talk going around that right now Sony is getting things ready, set up for a showcase. So
Really?
yes, the leak list apparently it was old, but apparently people
I
are
think
talking about
I
that
think in
it's going to be part of
I
the
think in this
showcase.
upcoming I think in this upcoming showcase, I think we're gonna get like a few games announced from PlayStation Studios that are gonna release in 2023, because we only know one, so they have to let people know what other games are coming from PlayStation Studios in
Right,
2023.
right.
Right?
Because
So,
well, let's face it, Sony's going to have at least a couple major games next year.
mhm.
That's going to release. They're going to have they're going to have a live service game probably coming out next year. One of 10.
Do you think Naughty Dog's new IP is gonna release next year or no?
2024. It's my guess. We're gonna
2024.
know more about it next year. Neil Druckmann
Okay.
said.
Yeah.
So probably around Summer Games Fest we'll learn more about it,
Yeah.
or E3.
Or also Cory Barlog that he was working on.
Yeah, a new IP. Yeah, I mean Sony, because
Yeah.
Sony's got some games that they can do a
Yeah.
showcase. You said there's nothing from the show. Yeah, there is. They got stuff to show. We're not ready for it. We don't know what it is.
Right.
But
Right.
I'll tell you what, I wouldn't be shocked, guys, if we get the PlayStation event soon. Final Fantasy 16 is gonna be there. Spider-Man 2 is gonna be there. God of War Ragnarok gameplay is gonna be there. They're gonna talk about the upcoming. They're gonna talk about. It's already been leaked. Already been talked about. They're gonna talk about and show off probably Horizon Zero Dawn remaster coming to the PlayStation 5. They're gonna probably tie that in with Horizon Forbidden West DLC.
Hmm. Yeah.
I mean, we'll probably get updates on Pragmata. That's another PlayStation marketed game.
Hmm.
We're probably gonna get a few other announcements. Probably first look at a couple live service games. We're definitely gonna get a look at VR2. PlayStation
Spider-Man 2. Yeah.
virtual reality 2, VR2 stuff. We're gonna get like a release date for that. I expect
Yeah.
that to be there. Um, and of course, Sony's got these new detachable PS5 disc drive consoles coming.
Really.
So yeah, I
Mhm.
mean, that's another thing they're probably going to talk about too. So they got some stuff to showcase. Just people be patient. I think it's coming this month. Is either that or Square's going to have just a little tiny, may just drop a Final Fantasy 16 trailer, or that's all we get. But I am still looking forward to one event this year. I mean, this month.
Yeah.
Towards Halloween, we're getting the Resident Evil showcase. Guess what they're going to show off? Resident Evil 4 Remake gameplay.
Mhm.
And guess what, guys? A demo's going to drop. We're getting a demo for
Really.
Resident Evil 4 Remake. Because you want to know why? It got late.
Mm.
Got late. What is that? What has every single Resident Evil from Resident Evil 2, 7, 3, 8, and now this one? Guess what? We always had a demo to try out, right?
Yeah.
You got a demo you can play. The Resident Evil was funny. The Resident Evil 3 remake demo. You can go on your PS4 if you have one. You can download that demo and play it right now.
Really.
The Resident Evil 2 remake demo is you only get to play for like an hour and see how far you can get. It's a trial.
Mhm.
It's a trial demo. The Resident Evil 8 was weird. They had just trials for certain dates. You get to play them and try out certain sections of the game, and then you're done.
Mhm.
So it's like,
Mhm.
we're definitely getting a demo for Resident Evil 4 Remake, and you guys know me.
Yeah.
I'll be trying it out on my setup. So, I'm interested. And guess
Me
what?
too.
And guess what's going to happen? we're going to get pre-orders available for Resident Evil 4 Remake as well. They've done that with Resident Evil 8 Village.
How much do you think it's gonna cost on PS5?
PS5 is going to be $70.
Oh my God.
$70 game. Yeah, it's Resident Evil. Resident Evil is a big franchise. It's about as big as Final Fantasy.
But it's gonna be $60 on Steam.
Might
Right.
be. And a lot of people are looking forward to collector's edition. Leon Kennedy.
Ooh.
Yeah, Leon Kennedy. That's what I'm looking forward to. I'm not getting the collector's edition, but I tell you what,
Again, Steam
if
edition.
it feels reasonable price, and they offer me a few good things in it, I might. But I'm definitely getting the game
Gotta
though.
save up for 16.
I'm
Collector's
going to.
edition and reboot.
I'm getting 16.
Right.
Don't you worry about that, boy. Anyways, we're at the hour and 15-minute mark. I think this is a good spot to call it. It's been fun. I appreciate you stopping by Overexposure again. It's been fun. Let's continue doing these. We're on episode number 6 already, and it's all because of you guys. We are constantly getting views on Twitch. The last one got 32 views, so I appreciate you guys a ton. If you are watching these later on, if you guys like the content that we cover, like the content I do on Twitch, feel free to give me a follow. I appreciate a ton. If you guys are watching this on the VOD, of course, if you're watching this on YouTube, feel free to share with a friend, drop a like, subscribe if you're new, if you guys want more. With that said, I am Dre19, your host, along with my friend Overexposure, and we will be back next time on Let's Talk PlayStation Podcast. Appreciate you guys a ton. Love you guys. Be safe out there. Be nice to her. Have a wonderful day, wonderful night. Keep on keeping on. And I'll catch you all on the next one. Take care.